I wanted to express to everyone how Sekiro Shadows Dies Twice saved my life. When I was back in high school, it was the beginning of the senior year. I was going the hardest point of my life. My self-confidence was eroded. But even before then, I was slowly playing a game called Sekiro. Now, Sekiro is kind of the black sheep in the Souls games. A lot of people, they never expect themselves to be brought into the Souls genre through Sekiro. Usually it's Dark Souls 1. For many more people nowadays, it's Elden Ring, things like that. But I was different. Sekiro gave me, or should I say, helped me get my self-confidence back. I remember it was after I beat Genobu, I was doing Warnobi, which is one of my stop motions at the time, my samurai stop motions. I was doing Warnobi back then, so it was almost poetic that I was playing a shinobi game. I was doing like a samurai who has to become a shinobi to save his homeland. That was the whole pitch of Warnobi right there. But the most important thing about Sekiro for me was the impact, the positive impact it had. And while like Dark Souls, all these other Souls games, I don't see very many video essays or things that's titled Sekiro Saved My Life. So I wanted to pay my respects to Miyazaki and this wonderful game. It's time. I finally did it. Here I am. Jokes aside, or anything like that, I wanted to express my story, how Sekiro saved me. I remember when I got to Genichiro. There are some minor spoilers from here. The fact that you could even fathom getting up again after dying. Now, it's not immortality that I was thinking about. At the time, I was like, in my mind, I was like, well, wait a minute. All of a sudden, I realized, hey, if for the challenges in real life, if I could get back up and one more time, even after failures, because eventually you will succeed. And that got me thinking and got me clicking. So, when I was doing Genichiro, and it was 2 days in, I realized something. I was about to give up, and then I said, no. My whole life, I've been cowering away. My whole life, as my self-confidence eroded, I've done nothing about it. Through every failure and every sacrifice, I said no. I refused to advocate for myself. I refused to do all these things, and I just let it happen. I let my failures get the best of me, and I kept saying no, and I kept letting stuff go that would eventually lead me to success. My whole life, I've been cowering away, is what I told myself. I said, no, not this time. For the first time in my life, I will not cower away, and I will achieve the impossible. 3 days later, I beat Genichiro Ashina. I guarantee you, I have never screamed so hard, even when I beat the final boss of the game. I have never screamed so hard in my life. Because all that anger, all that rage, all that frustration just was pouring out. Because in the first time in my life, I actually overcame not just a goal, but I achieved a dream. And I did not back down, and I did not procrastinate over it. And I stuck with it. I showed consistency. Later, I realized that would lead to me learning how to be consistent and disciplined. Sekiro truly had a positive impact on my life. And I remember some of the best moments was me beating the bosses. And each boss held a significant lesson. One, sometimes it told me to be patient. Sometimes it told me to persevere. Sometimes it told me to be consistent and diligent. I mean, even the final boss taught me one of the best lessons ever. The hesitation. And I'm not going to spoil that either. Like I said, minor spoilers. But for those that know what I'm talking about, I'm looking at you. But the most important thing I want to make this video for is to thank Miyazaki and those From Software team. I wanted to thank you for creating Sekiro Shadows Dies Twice. It truly helped get my self-confidence back. It gave... I don't want to say gave me, because I put in the hard work. But if it wasn't for your game, it would have taken me... I don't know what would have happened. It would have taken me a lot longer and a lot more struggle to get my self-confidence back. Sekiro Shadows Dies Twice is truly a masterpiece that I'll always remember. And I also will show my kids years from now. And if not my kids, then I'll show other people, my friends, my co-workers. It truly saved my life. Thank you.